Get a good time.
Okay, everyone, we're getting ready to get started with the Bible study review of the teen class. So please have a seat and listen up when we with this. You will take our break.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is a quick study because our two students up here haven't been with us as we've been studying Nehemiah this week because we've been going through that for a couple of lessons. But I'm just going to let them first introduce themselves.
Allison, Haley,
As we have been. You know how teenagers are.
Yeah, we
They get it. But we've been studying Nehemiah, and I think it's been a good lesson for, especially for those who have been, but they're not here today with us. Usually it's Christian and Brother Jarvis, Brian, and Brother Brian and his sister Serenity. And so all of those are our sisters and brother, and they're not here with us today, but we're going to get through this.
That's right.
One of the things that we've talked about with Nehemiah is the one thing that he did was he prayed. He prayed, and he was coming into obstacles all the time. As a matter of fact, our first lesson, first couple of lessons, we talked about opposition, the oppositions that he had, and then he had more oppositions. And today's lesson was called finishing the law. Well, I wanted to rename it and say it was yet even more opposition, because Nehemiah he came up against even more oppositions. He was opposed by enemies of the Jews, Sanballat, Geshem, and Tobias. And some of the characteristics that we know about them is they were
dishonest, mocking, teasing, belittled, threatened, rebellion, conspired together, questioned, created confusion, spreaded rumors, accused and corrupt, tricked, harassed, evil plots, scared tactics, formed a plan to capture and harm their lives.
Those were the tactics, those were the characteristics of the enemies of the Jews. And then we had Nehemiah, and Nehemiah, you know, we didn't hear much negative about Nehemiah. I mean, most of all was positive. And so here are some of the characteristics of Nehemiah.
Loyal, grateful, faithful leader, caring, concern, responsibility, dependable, honest, positivity, selfless, unselfish, thoughtful, motivate, organized, take commitment, skillful, and keep clean.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I wanted to ask them is, which one would you rather be? That's the things. Nehemiah, what about you? Okay, so Nehemiah came up against many obstacles, and so one of the things that he did, I said, was to pray. And so if you are coming up against enemies or obstacles, or you have problems in your life, what is something that you can do? You can pray, and you can also use your sword. We talked about that in class. The sword is your tool that you use when you're at war. And our tool that we use is the book. And what is that book? It's the Bible. And so also today we learned, Brother Wood said, not only use prayer and use the book or the Bible, but also add action to that. So that's our lesson today about finishing the wall, and I called it even more opposition.
Yeah. All right.
Right there, everybody else can take a break, because we're not gonna go to the